Hello, welcome to Guanyin Practice. Happy Thursday, the 8th. We are in the month of the Dear Mother, and actually, this coming Sunday and the following Sunday, I'm teaching a class on the Dear Mother for the Lilith Institute, which is hosted by Dvorah Gren. So I don't know if anyone's available or would like to go and see that, but if so, please take a look at the Lilith Institute's leadership program. And that's where I'm going to be talking about the Dear Mother, and particularly about the Dear Mother as a symbol for women's leadership. I'm really looking forward to it. We also have the Dark Goddess Summit coming up this weekend, which is an online collection of classes and events all around the Dark Goddess. And you can just type into Google Dark Goddess Summit and it will come up. And it's made by Amber Zeta and Willow, and they had a lot of help from Aldo. This year, it is looking like it's going to be absolutely great. So if you're looking for something to do this weekend that's of the Dark Goddess, you can look up Dark Goddess Summit. We are today holding in our practice Nigel, who is starting his second round of chemo. And we're also holding Claire and anyone else who is going through some health questions and crises at this time. And anybody that wants to submit a prayer request can do so. You can just type it into the comments if you wish, or else you can just hold it in your hearts while we do our practice. We're going to open, as we do every day of Dear Mother Month, with a purification by burning herbs. I have a beeswax candle and a bowl full of various different herbs that I've collected from all over the world. When the Dear Mother ascends the mountain, victorious in her splendor, she brings with her the elixir of the forest. With precious incense, fragrant and sweetly scented, the mountain is purified, the forest is purified, the waters are purified, the animals are purified, the deities are purified, the spirits are purified, our homes are purified, our families are purified, our children are purified, our ancestors are purified, my life force is purified, your life force is purified, obstacles removed, wounds are healed, good words are spoken. All around us is purified, is purified, is purified. Today, our card is the Snail and Huckleberry. Trust in the invisible. The determined and deliberate snail carries its home on its back. While it may seem like a simple, humble creature, the spiral of its shell portends great mystery, representing the cycle of life. Like the snail, the huckleberry is sometimes associated with smallness and insignificance. A huckleberry in late 19th century was a person of little consequence. However, it is a powerful fruit that grows plentifully, offering life-sustaining nutrients to both humans and woodland creatures. Together, the snail and huckleberry invite an appreciation for what is beneath the surface and trust in what cannot be seen. Now is a good time to follow your bliss, trusting in invisible support. With great risk comes great rewards. You may be relying too heavily on physical proof. Grow quiet and observant. Allow subtle cues, feelings, and intimations to guide you. And our questions for contemplation today are: when have I benefited from trusting in subtle cues? And how can I look beyond appearances toward deeper meaning? To a magical practitioner, the the physical eye, is not the only tool of perception. And further, the ability to perceive that which is unseen is a great blessing, because in many situations, all is not as it seems. Sometimes we might be looking at someone and thinking, oh, that person seems to have it all together. They're so strong. They're so powerful. They're so deliberate. They accomplish so much. But behind the scenes, that person might be carrying a great burden of stress and anxiety. And the reason that they're so productive is because they feel this obligation to complete things and to create, or like we talked about the other day, we kind of live in this world of hustle culture. And so we might see that someone is successful and we think, oh, they've just got really a great hustle. But they might actually just be really struggling because they're supporting somebody in their life who can't work or who doesn't have access to financial security. Maybe we look at, the mom who seems exhausted and cranky with her kids, and we're missing the fact that she's been awake every night for multiple nights in a row because she's doing her finals, because she's putting herself through school so that she can access greater financial stability for her family. It's easy for us to just look at the surface of something and make an inference or an opinion about it. It's much harder for us to step back and allow for what is unseen to rise to the surface before we make any judgments. And this goes also for how we look at ourselves. Sometimes we might look at ourselves in the mirror and we see, oh, I don't look as young as I used to look, or I don't have the figure that I used to have, or I feel like I used to be more kind of confident in myself. And then we lose sight of the fact that there is this glorious being looking back at us from the mirror in the now. So learning to say, okay, I'm going to use the, eyes that I have for one level of perception, but I'm going to allow a subtler level of perception to develop through my psychic senses and through my patience over time as truths reveal themselves to me. We can then manifest a much stronger overall picture of what's going on. And that is going to help us to curb negative judgments. It's going to help us open our hearts to people who seem very different from us. It's going to help us see the great commonality that all humanity shares, which is that we all struggle and suffer sometimes, as well as all having our triumphs. And it's going to help us learn to see ourselves as more than just the kind of flat image that looks back at us from the mirror, so that we can recognize the depth that we have. And in our modern culture, which is so intent on things like, selfies and how we appear on social media, the gift of self perception in a bigger framework is a tremendous gift indeed. So today, let's look for the hidden things. The deer standing motionless behind the tree, who sort of blends into the landscape. The rabbit sitting motionless on a stump, hoping that you will walk right by. Your cat waiting in somewhere to jump out at you, or even the beauty of one single green leaf poking up through the snow. These little beauties, these little things that are often left unperceived, can open worlds to us, and especially when we look with our magic eyes. That's our short bit for today, if that's what you were here for. And now let's dive into our practice. We're going to start with 3 prostrations before the shrine. And let's take refuge. Namo Guru Be. I take refuge in the inner teacher. Namo Buddhaye. I take refuge in the great mother of compassion. Namo Dharmaye. I take refuge in the wisdom of the ages. Namo Sanghaye. I take refuge in the community of practitioners. And let's set our intention. Today we're holding Nigel, who's going through his second round of chemo. We are holding Claire, and we're also holding all of those who, excuse me, all of those who love a woman named Donna, who passed over the weekend, who was a magical lady, and particularly holding all of her friends and those who loved her. And let's recite the 4 immeasurables. May I be a source of loving kindness in this world and all worlds, bringing a generous heart to all my thoughts and doings. May I be a vehicle of compassion in this world and all worlds, ever mindful and aware of the tremendous suffering of others. May I be a brimming vessel of joy in this world and all worlds, delighting in the happiness of others, as their suffering is alleviated. May I be a balance point of equanimity in this world and all worlds, seeing all as equals and all as deserving of goodness. I light this candle as a symbol of the enlightening Dharma way. May it shine brightly for the benefit of all beings. I light this incense as an offering to Guan Yin, she who hears the cries of the world, mother of all. Omahung. 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 Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and virtual. I confess all my destructive actions accumulated since beginningless time and rejoice in the meditation of all holy and ordinary beings. Please, Guan Yin, remain until the end of samsaric existence and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of others to the great enlightenment. 108 recitations of Namo Guanxi Pusa, calling upon Guan Yin, asking her to awaken our subtler perceptions. And so sorry, this little frog I have in my throat from the weather this week is still going on. Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Pusa. 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 Namo Guanxi Yin 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 Pusa. And we're going to do 216 rapid recitations of Namo Guanxi Pusa. Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Namo Guanxi Pusa, Namo Guanxi Pusa, Namo Guanxi Pusa, Namo Guanxi Pusa, Namo Guanxi Pusa. And one more round. Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Guanxi Pusa, Namo 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 Guanxi Namo Guanxi Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Pusa. And our prayer for the money reciter of Kam. Lama Dankun Chuksum Lachak Salo Daki Changchu Dakni Changchu Ningpor Chike Bar Gangang Gandu Kipa Dedang Der Taktu Tukche Chimpo Jitsing Chin Gusum Gewe Chula Chaparsho Jamdang Ningche Chimpo Kunlang Ne Tuche Chimpo Duljar Gyumpa Nam Lame Changchu Chukla Gupe Chir Tuche Chempo Trinle Je Par Sho. Homage to the Guru and Three Jewels. From now until I reach the essence of awakening, no matter where I may be reborn, in those places, may I always follow the great compassionate one and dedicate my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Inspired by loving kindness and great compassion, in order to lead all Mahakarunika's followers to supreme and unsurpassable awakening, may I carry out the great compassionate one's activity. Lama Dankun Chiksum Lachak Sa Lo Dakni Changchub Ningpor Chike Bar Gangdang Gangdu Kipa Dedang Der Taktu Tuche Chempo Jesing Ching Gusum Gewe Chubla Chupar Sho Jamdang Ningje Chempo Kunlang Ne Tuche Chempo Tuljar Gyurpanam Lame Changchu Chula Gope Chir Tuche Chempo Trinle Je Par Sho. And now 324 recitations of Om Mani Padme Hum. One will do it melodically and two will do rapidly. Sending out our heart light today to Nigel, to Claire, to Donna's spirit, and to all of the hearts who are hurting in Donna's absence. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And 2 rounds of rapid recitations. Om mani padme hum, 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 om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 om mani padme hum. I'm gonna pay me, I'm gonna pay me, I'm gonna pay me home. And one more round. I'm gonna pay me, 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 I'm gonna pay me. I'm gonna pay me, 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 I'm gonna pay me. I'm gonna pay me, 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 I'm gonna pay me. I'm gonna pay me, I'm gonna pay me, I'm gonna pay me, I'm gonna pay me. Oh, money pay me home. And let's give thanks for our teachers. May all of my blessed teachers enjoy long, happy, healthy, productive lives and great support for their good works. May all beings benefit from their wisdom. May they enjoy a swift and happy rebirth. And long life prayer for Lamadechin Yeshivangmo. Om Sosti. Through the powerful blessings of the immortal Pema Jungye and his consort, may the 3 secret qualities of the Dakini of Supreme Bliss, Yeshivangmo, be utterly stable, and may the light of her activities shine on the lotus groves of the teachings and of beings so that they blossom in radiant splendor. And let's dedicate the merit. May the merit of this practice and all of my activities be of endless benefit to all beings in all realms, beginningless and continuous. May all obstacles be overcome and suffering cease at the sound of liberation. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May we carry the essence of Guanyin in our hearts. Namo Guanxin Pusa. And we close with a bow to Guanyin, bow to one another, and bow to the inner teacher, wishing everyone a really, really good day. Pay attention to those little things that might otherwise escape your attention. Pay attention to the subtle magic today. And I'll be back tomorrow to close out our week.